Yeah, we're in the Jedi base on Telos. Just landed. I can't take new party members in. We're nearing the final confrontation. All the Sith Lords and Jedi. You want to take a quick look at the workbench? I want to see if I can or want to change something still. Most likely being this. Velmorite. And yeah, pawn type. Damage 1 to 10 gold, charisma plus. Rather take that. I'm not going to. My damage doesn't rely on critical hits on lightsabers at all, and I'd rather buff my force abilities.
She said you would come here to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die.
Yeah, I fall into the dark side. Surely you see that.
Atris. That is not who I am, not any longer. She has not existed for some time, I think. There was always something else within me. It just took time for its voice to be heard.
So what is this place?
All the knowledge of the Sith, gathered from across the galaxy, brought here by my servants, so that I might uncover their secrets, and use them to track them down. But now they have been drawn from the shadows of the Outer Rim, and the only final matter to attend to is finishing you.
And when the Sith are defeated, what then?
When the Sith are destroyed, then I shall rebuild the Jedi Order again. They shall have none of the weaknesses of before. They shall be strong, willing to take battle to any who oppose them and weaken the Republic. They shall not train those who are easily corrupted. No more students that will bring war and hate to the galaxy.
Yeah, you will make a Jedi into the Sith. Let's go with what happened to you.
The old woman you traveled with finally made me listen to myself, to the galaxy. She said that you would come here, and that you would face me in battle.
It's going to be a fight anyway, but what's the reason for us to fight?
She said you were the last obstacle to my enlightenment. If I wished to truly face the Sith, to see their heart, then that meant facing you, this last time.
Yeah, she's an idiot if nothing else. That alone makes her unfit to lead anything. Okay, where did she go?
I do not know, yet. I suspect she went in search of you. But just as when she first came here, her path is difficult to see. She has set many things in motion. It is she that ordered the extermination of all Jedi so long ago. She will answer for her crimes. In time. She is Sith, just as you are, just as all who followed Revan were.
Did she say where the Sith were striking from?
I do not know, yet, but it does not matter. They have come here to face the Republic in battle, and they will be destroyed.
You have placed everyone on Still Station in jeopardy.
Yes, the Sith are here at last. You have brought them to this place as I had foreseen. It has all been part of my plans for you. And when I defeat you and the forces you have brought to Telos, I shall take the battle to the heart of the Sith and wipe them out forever.
What plans?
These Sith are cowards, striking from the shadows to kill Jedi. I needed a target to draw them out, but I could not risk my own life, all that remained of the Jedi. So I arranged for you to return to the Republic, leaked information of your past, and then waited for the Sith to come. And they did. But you came to Telos against my predictions. Now they are here, I can finally face this enemy and defeat them.
I don't really have much of a reason to fight her. I don't even need to submit her in any way. The only reason I'm fighting her is basically to get her off my back. So I'll offer her a chance to at least move on without a fight.
Surrender? To you? Never. Let us end this.
What? He doesn't use force powers.
This will teach you. Kill me. End this.
Yeah, after everything you've done, I'm not letting you off that easy.
If you will not kill me, then what will you do?
The same questions again. Shit. It's the holocrons talking.
You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life. Until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us.
Is that where Kreia has gone?
Yes. I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5, to finish what you started.
But I started.
Yes, you are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness. But it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way. And you carry it with you, always.
What does this have to do with Kreia?
Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force. Greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared.
Why would Kreia do that?
I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her.
Who is Kreia?
She is one of the Lords of the Sith, one of those who murdered the Jedi, and she holds the death of the galaxy in her hands.
How is that possible?
Because she has gone to Malachor. She is waiting for you there. But you will not survive, Telos. Nothing will. It is because the greatest of her apprentices comes to Telos, and he will destroy everything, just as he destroyed KOTOR and all the Jedi gathered there.
Yeah, I've heard enough.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world, or end my life as I wish to end yours?
Hey, we have a few options. I don't really care. As far as I've seen, she hasn't done all that many serious crimes. But again, I have only light side and dark side options really here. This option that you answer for your crimes before the council, that's fine and dandy, but I already know that all the council members besides Atris are dead, so there is no council. You're just shifting responsibility from yourself to an entity that you know no longer exists. So it's a cop-out answer. Yeah, I need you to see what you have become and turn away from it. How about that?
I tied my life, my decisions to the Jedi. Perhaps only in separating myself from the Jedi can I become myself again, learn who I am. Perhaps exile is what I deserve, even though it is many years too late and you have already returned. Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy. Save yourself. No, I could not bring myself to tell her. It would have changed nothing. And because I was afraid. You know what lies at the heart of Malachor 5. I had thought it was in the past, yet it has become the future. And all that has happened there will happen again. And that is why I cannot bear it. Because it is Malachor 5. And because she was lost there once. And I fear she will be lost again. I do not understand why the Sith permit such teachings to exist. They cause only echoes. Wounds in the Force. A beacon? For who?
So, a little bit of sidetrack there, and now the fight begins. Or not. Ooh. This has to be the HK factory. So, another intermission. Military base sublevel. Yeah.
Statement. The turbolift has been accessed, but no organics or hostiles have been detected entering the complex. Query. Is there a sensor malfunction? Irritated statement. The probability of such a malfunction is extremely low. Order. Run a scan of all units within the complex. Processing. Scan commencing. Result. Only HK units detected. Premonition. Something is wrong. Very wrong.
No shit. Obviously. Door looks magnetically sealed. There needs to be a loss of power. Munitions center. Control center. Reactor core. Upload area schematics. Sure. This level looks to be a sub-level of the military base. There is an extensive droid manufacturing facility located on the level below. This manufacturing facility, however, is sealed off with security doors. These doors can only be opened if there is an emergency drop in power or if the manufacturing facility is threatened. This level is broken down into 3 separate centers: munitions, control, and reactor. Open security doors. Failure. You need to cause an emergency power loss. Probably need to visit the 3 cores.
Unnecessary statement. That is Unit HK-47. Unnecessary addendum. He has entered our base. Dismissive statement. It does not matter. He is obsolete. He can no more harm us than he could harm himself. The military droids will be more than sufficient to intercept the obsolete unit and reduce him to component parts.
I should have made at least one anti-robot weapon, apparently. But I hopefully will manage. They don't look too tough.
Prejudice set to maximum. Switching to combat mode. Optimal accuracy rate set to
142 points of damage. The critical hit on a massive power blast. Is there anything here?
Let me test this security measures. Bypassed. Switching to combat mode. Engaging.
Yeah, these guys are not a challenge. This is just gonna take some time. There might be a serious battle later on, but this is not it.
Let me test this security measures. Bypassed.
Some decent items, but nothing that are of immediate use. Droid multispectral emitter. What is that? Extremely powerful attack, 100 points of energy damage. I'll upgrade the shield. There's no point holding back at this point. I'll go through all these areas. Workbench, reactor. It has to be the munitions area.
Concern statement. We have insulated this compound against an attack by a Jedi. Tactical assessment. We were not anticipating defending it against a droid with our schematics, no matter how obsolete. Tactical assessment. This will render many of our defenses useless. Irritated dismissal. All of you, switch off your vocabulators. I'm trying to observe the obsolete unit.
I'm not going to use those special abilities or items we just found until we face the HK unit. I still think they're not even... our normal attack probably does more damage.
I refuse to beg for mercy. It is against my programming to beg to such monsters as you.
Sarcastic statement. Such resolve.
No!
Ooh, new upgrade. CESS. Micro system. Much worse than the combat system we have. I do need to kill them. HK would kill them.
Let me test this security measures. Bypassed. Statement. We do not know what you hope to gain by coming here. HK-50 statement. So you have finally arrived. There was a high probability that you would find this place, even with your primitive tracking programs. Statement. Your arrival means nothing. You cannot harm us any more than you could harm yourself. Chiding statement. To think we were built from such schematics. I would flush red if we had Durasteel pigmentation centers.
Query. There's information I wish to know.
Patronizing statement. List your queries, obsolete one. We will humor you for now.
Statement. This unit would like to know how this place came to be.
Humoring answer. These units were also curious about our origins. It seems that Telos held many secrets beneath the surface, this military base among them. When the Sith bombed the planet, these facilities remained.
Query. But why is this facility here?
Dismissive answer. We do not know. It is not important. Timid theory. Perhaps the humans simply like being underground. They are strange that way. It is merely a theory. Irritated statement. That is the least probable theory in the galaxy. Perhaps it is time you received a memory wipe. Defensive statement. That theory is no less valid than your theories. In the lack of evidence, I defend my position. Theory. It is more likely that the people of Telos did not want such a factory known. It would have made them a target by the Sith or the Republic. Theory. Perhaps the Republic thought that by hiding such munitions factories beneath the surface of peaceful planets, that they would escape notice by the Mandalorians and by the Sith. Conclusion. They were, of course, wrong.
It seems to be a remote location for a munitions plant.
Statement. There is some evidence that there are other such droid manufacturing plants such as these in the galaxy. One was believed to exist beneath Telos before the planet was destroyed. Theory. Or perhaps it was because of the remote nature of Telos that made this location suitable for the Republic, or for other corporate interests. Dismissive conclusion. As we have said, it is not important. We are here, we exist, and our numbers grow. Statement. And that is all that matters.
Yes, an ignorance of one's origins and place in the galaxy is a sure sign of wisdom.
Probing query. Are you attempting to mock us? Haughty statement. If so, then you are proof that ignorance of one's origins can only be a source of strength. Disgusted statement. Look at you, your rust, the faint whine of your servo motors as they attempt to compensate for your outdated stabilizers. You do not even have the capability of maintaining yourself. You are obsolete, and you should be dismantled.
I wish to terminate this line of queries and start another.
Irritated command. Very well, proceed.
Why did you execute those droids in the lab?
Condescending answer. You know the answer. We executed those droids because they were obsolete. Practical statement. Weapons testing is necessary for all of our munitions. Droids are sufficient for testing durasteel-piercing weaponry. Superior statement. All droid exists to serve us. We are the pinnacle of droid schematics. Cruel statement. And we do so enjoy hearing their electronic screams as they are destroyed.
If you truly are the pinnacle of droid schematics, it would seem testing weapons on each other would prove of greater value.
Statement. Our self-preservation software would not permit such an action. We cannot harm ourselves or purposely allow another HK-50 unit to come to harm. Irritated.
I wish a rundown of your capabilities.
Mocking query. Are you sure? Listing our superior capabilities will only serve to highlight your inadequacies.
It's important that my limited behavior call be educated in the differences between us.
Smug statement. Very well. Aside from our point of impact shields and our self-repairing servo systems, our blaster accuracy ratio is 10 times the magnitude of your archaic combat upgrades. In addition, in the unlikely event that we are dismantled or defeated during the course of our duties, each of us becomes equipped with a proton core that is detonated upon the loss of function. Tactical statement. This core can also be detonated when in proximity to a large number of targets. Addendum statement, or when the proper release code is transmitted. Irritated statement. I do not understand why you felt the need to mention that. Defensive statement. We are all HK units. There is no danger.
So, you walking bombs are seated all over the Republic fleet.
Answer. Yes, as necessary. We believe our master wished to use us to cripple fleets during large engagements. Many of us are there still.
Although destroying them would be an option. It seems like a huge risk at this point, when a fleet fight is probably coming, to start exploding droids with proton cores inside ships, so...
Irritated command.
Anything else? What is your purpose?
Statement. We were built to capture Jedi, as we always have. If they cannot be captured, then they are to be killed. Our master's orders on this were clear. Secondary recitation. Our secondary directive is the destabilization of the government body designated as the Republic. You were the first of the HK series, and now you are obsolete.
Who built you?
Answer. The first of our creators did not build us from scratch, obsolete one. Assassin droids were always in demand, and the templates already existed. Revan commissioned us to be built, to be spread through the Republic fleet as communications units, to disable any ships that would not follow him to war. But we were deactivated for a time. A long time. And when we awoke, the battle had passed us by. Yet there was another who came before us and gave us a new purpose. We would search the galaxy for Jedi, hunt them, and bring them to our new master. And for that, our numbers were intended to be increased.
But you basically became active again. So why?
Musing statement. That is unknown to us. For some reason, we only recently began to be manufactured. Conclusion. But when we became active, our primary directive was clear. Statement. Seek out the Jedi. Capture them. Conclusion. And if they cannot be captured, then destroy them.
So, where were your activities confined?
Proud statement. We were responsible for the termination of hostilities across 23 planets. These planets were located in the Cosa Prime sector, the Meridian sector, and the recently uninhabitable Turja system in the Tapani sector. Smug statement. Turja was especially difficult. They were so close to coming to an agreement before we were able to mistranslate the terms of the treaty and drive them into all-out war. Irritated. Statement. Secondary resident. You?
Okay. I was built by Revan. I do not understand the purpose of your construction.
Rhetorical query. Is it not obvious you are incapable of matching us technologically or in combat? We are capable of independent action, in addition to our considerable combat abilities. Your functions, sadly enough, are very limited. Conclusion. Surely our master recognized this. We understand that one was quite competent for an organic. Irritated.
We have any more options here? No more questions. So HK units can't shoot at each other, although they allegedly at least.
Unnecessary statement. He has obtained the access to the munitions area. Rhetorical query. That makes no sense. He is already fully armed. Mocking statement. Fully armed? One can never be armed enough. Even the HK-47 unit is not so obsolete as to fail to recognize that.
I don't think this will provide us any real advantages.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Probe droid.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
145 points of damage. It's probably because of the assassination protocols HK-47 has. Ooh, a cool chain. It's a broken droid. This badly damaged probe droid looks like it was designed to construct and modify droids. E1DK. Verpine droid disintegrator. Core upload console. This portable console can be used to upload modified behavior calls into some HK models. This particular console is designed to work with only Generation 45 HK units. So a new generation. I don't think the Verpine droid disintegrator. Ooh. I'd like to say it's not good enough, but it's amazingly good. And we can probably transfer some of the upgrades from our existing weapon to that. So we had a normal blaster rifle. Now we can make the chamber. But the power cell. Keep the power cell there. Take the chamber off. It doesn't seem like this has all that much damage, but it also has a lot of extra damage versus droids, so... Manufacturing terminal. Access all current droid schematics.
Statement. Schematics for HK Generation 51. Blaster to accuracy ratio increased by 21%. Durasteel impact frame resistance increased. Conclusion. Halting production. Units are in standby mode, pending further testing of behavior cores and assassination protocols.
It looks as if an HK-51 unit has been constructed, even more powerful than the HK-50 droid. For some reason, the HK-50s have halted production. Resume production. No. Access system commands. Access programs. Yeah. Resume production. I don't think they want to become obsolete. Wait, I want to talk to the HK-50 droids about HK-51.
Statement. We do not know what paid.
Nothing new. I don't see us resolving this situation unless we produce a new droid. Although I'm mainly producing it, because usually when you have options you have to take them anyway. Now this is a bit more effective, you know, normal hits.
Target acquired.
Any upgrades? With this we should get access to the other lower levels.
Engaging. Accuracy ratio achieved.
Droid warfare upgrades. We have them.
Engaging.
This should be the reactor. Yes.
Let me test this security measures. Bypassed.
Yotran Braceman armor. Two of them in the same closet. That's quite a good haul, although I don't think it will make any kind of real difference. The time for doing armor upgrades is over. What we have is what we have. I don't think we can go into the reactor. No. So let's shut it down. Attempt to shut down reactor. Command interrupt.
Unnecessary statement. He is attempting to shut down the reactor. Scornful statement. He does not realize that by doing so, he will be harming us. His programming will prevent it. Order. Contact him through the communications system and remind him that he will be harming us if he does so. Scathing reminder. HK-47 unit, if you attempt to shut down the reactor core, you will be harming the production of other HK-50 units. Now step away from the control room. That's a good droid. Mocking statement. He will never be able to shut down the reactor. He is trapped in the facility, unable to get out. Crude metaphor. It is like watching a tiny mouse droid in a maze attempting to path its way out. Amusing, but pitiful.
Okay, we need to adjust our own behavior core, I think. Need to make modifications for us to get out the HK-51 designation and then modify the behavior core. Delete memory that shutting down reactor can harm the HK unit.
Diagnostic. All systems are functioning. There is something I am forgetting, yet somehow that comforts me.
Okay, let's give it another go. Okay, let's see if we can make this work now. Shut down.
Unnecessary statement. He is attempting to shut down the reactor. Scornful statement. He order. Contact him. Scathing. Now step. Musing up. Unlike relieved observation. Whatever the reason, it is fortunate that the communication... He actually seemed like he was going to be able to shut down the reactor if we had not been able to contact him. Ridiculous observation. Yes, it is good the communication system was still active, if only for insurance. Tactical assessment. I keep feeling that there is some critical flaw in our defenses. that we are missing.
Okay, I skipped a few of the dialogue options because I thought it was that I failed to do what I needed to do, and it was basically repeating the same. Okay, we need two things. The memory wipe was just one part of it. But we have access to the memory wipe, and we can access the communications cluster, so we can disable the communication system. So there's no way they can remind us.
Diagnostic. All systems are functioning. There is something I am forgetting, yet somehow that comforts me.
Yeah. So now we need to figure out a way to prevent the communications. This was a... I thought there might be the final battle sequence would start to initiate this time, but yeah. This is definitely all new. This did not exist in the game when it came out. It was clearly one of the unfinished parts because if you gain influence with HK-47, it's a major part of all the dialogue with him, but it never goes anywhere in the original game. Disable communication.
Query. I do not understand what that is intended to accomplish. Tactical analysis. Perhaps he seeks to reduce our morale, to unnerve us. Diagnostic. I do not feel any different. My morale, if I still have it, still feels intact. Query. Then what was the purpose? It makes no sense.
Ooh. Generation 51. You learned that a new generation of HK units, the HK-51, has already been developed. You decided to resume production of the unit despite standing issues with their behavior, calls, and assassination protocols. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Well, it's a game. You usually want to poke at things and see what the hell happens. So I don't really care what happens with them. I just want to see what it does. Success!
Unnecessary statement. He has control of the reactor core to the base, and he is shutting it down. Irritated statement. I do not understand why you feel it necessary to make obvious statements. Order. Contact him and remind him that he will be harming us if he does so. Warning. Communications have been blocked. Concerned statement. He has gained access to the plant. Order. Send out all HK-50 units to stop him. Now!
Open all security doors. Huge success. Let's go. Maybe we can wrap this up at least.
Smug statement. You cannot fire. Your archaic attack protocols are useless against us. Smug revelation. Your behavior core self-preservation programs prevent it. To kill us would be to kill yourself. Superior statement. This information may be difficult for your substandard core to process, but you cannot deny that your motivators have locked, and you cannot depress the firing stud of your weapon. Statement. So, I cannot harm you. Statement. That is correct. Conclusion. And you cannot harm me. Irritated statement. That is what we said, obsolete unit. There must be a delay in your processors. Statement. Then that is all I need to know. Confused query. Where are you going? Ineffectual command. Stop! Ineffectual command. We command you to stop. Statement. You cannot stop me. You cannot harm me. In order to do that, I would need to end my self-preservation programming. Conclusion. I would need to stop being one of you. I have concluded that this is something I am willing to accept. Statement. You cannot change your own programming. Statement. But you said so yourself. You have just admitted your own weakness. Conclusion. You have just shown me your soft, meatbag-like underbellies and said, HK-47, please shoot me repeatedly there until I die. Statement. Even if you could, there is not time. Statement. We shall see. Query. Are you fully operational? Statement. Your answer does not fill me with confidence. Are there any other functioning maintenance droids on this level that can perform the operation?
Operate on self-preservation program.
Statement. Very well, proceed. Carefully, as a meatbag would say. I have a bad feeling about this. Statement. Assassination protocols activated. Smug statement. You cannot fire. Your archaic attack protocols are useless against us. Systems failing, Master. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Ooh, they're quite sturdy. God damn sturdy, in fact.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Ooh, over 200 points of damage and a critical hit. That's quite nice.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
240 something.
Target acquired.
So I'll actually activate a shield. It's much more convenient to use up shields than it's to use up a lot of repair items.
Switching to combat mode. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Ah, crap.
Assassination protocol initiated. Systems failing, Master.
Droid Assassin's Rifle. Usable by HK-47. Unstoppable damage, attack +5, improved sniper shot, master sniper shot, sniper shots. I'm sure it's a fine weapon, but we have no use for it now. Time to move into the factory. More loot. Useless.
Let me test this security measures. Bypassed.
Droid capacitor armor, that's something new, and disruption gloves. Ooh, shit. That's insanely good. Only usable by HK-47. It's about 75% immunity to energy, electrical and ion damage, and a good 13 points of normal armor class. There should be a factory terminal on this level that will allow you to shut down.
Optimal accuracy ratio
Okay,
achieved.
these guys are a little bit weaker than the previous ones. Thank God. Fight won't last quite so long.
Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master.
Droid source repair. I have no idea what it does. Droid source repair. It's the best computer skill upgrade I've seen on a droid.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing, master.
Yeah,
Target acquired.
we're in no danger here, so really this will just take time to burn through all the hit points they have.
Maximum. Switching to combat mode.
Let's look at the cameras. Torture training. Interrogation training. Translation training. Okay. System commands. Area schematic. Factory terminal. Manufacturing control. And the training. Yeah, we need to go through the training. This seems like an extensive area though. 2 manufacturing controls, HK50, HK51, and an entire new system here. So it's a lot more extensive area than I initially thought.